Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I am PANCZASU, the mighty Mega Spammer, very happy and excited to bring you some more Civilization 5 Brave New World goodness as Korea on Immortal difficulty level. Now, before I do anything, however, I do need to apologize for my previous video, which was really subpar in terms of audio. I mean, I did sound tests in my previous videocast, and everything sounded fine, except apparently it wasn't actually fine. I don't know why, I honestly do not. But I did even more sound tests this time around. It should, if it isn't fine, then I'm just really surprised, but it should be alright for you guys. I'm really sorry about the last time. Now, I do not really know why exactly am I so excited and pumped for action and anything today, but I definitely am, I can tell you that for a fact. Now, unfortunately, this barbarian campaign that was over here, it looks like the Indonesians have actually cleared it out, and in case you are wondering, yes, I did finish the turn off camera. It wasn't actually off camera, I did record it, then I had to scrap it because my intro failed, and you know how it goes sometimes. I just thought, you know what, no reason to reload the game just for the fact that, just to show you how I move my archers and settlers from this town to this town, because that's literally all that happened. Anyway, I would love me to find some more barbarians to kill so that I can gain more capture, but it doesn't look like there are any, so I'm just moving my archers to this location more or less, because that's where I will be at war with London. And by London I mean England, but I keep calling them London, and I mean that's all they are, really. Who cares about anything else in England, right guy? Look guys, and you know that I'm kidding, please don't unsubscribe from me, because I know that actually United Kingdom is a big part of my fan base, if I can call it a fan base. Let's call it a viewership base, which makes no sense whatsoever, but whatever. You know what I mean. It's a game, don't take anything too seriously. Besides, you know me, I am not the most straight person. No. I am very straight when it comes to this sort of stuff, trust me, but I'm not too straight when it comes to, being serious and stuff, okay? The comments, I don't really want to see them. Actually, I do. I just encourage you to make comments, so make comments so I can read them, because you don't make any comments. It makes me very, very sad inside, which is not too cool for me, and whatnot. I'm trying to speak random nonsense. Also, this warrior, I think I'll have to send him over here, because those archers will be annoying and I will need to kill them. And this warrior, you know what, might as well level him up a little bit. Let's have a quick look at what the people think of me. Well, they do not like warmongers, but the guy Armada is actually friendly. This always makes me suspicious. AI friendly with you this early on, when you do actually have conflicting borders and whatnot. It doesn't say that you do in this tab, but it feels like those guys wouldn't be happy with me standing so close to them. And, they used to think that I'm a warmonger. Now that they do not even mention that, that's usually a sign that somebody is going to backstab you. I know my AI, usually whenever that happens, AI is going to backstab me. That's almost always the case. However, right now, I actually don't have any resources to trade. Never mind, guy, never mind. I did trade something with Suleiman. Actually, what did I trade? I didn't even look at the trade. It was also something that happened off camera. No, but what did I do? I didn't even check the deal, I just signed it. Oh, I give them incense for that? Really? Is that it? I guess. Well, I'm not gonna complain. The 7 gold per turn for incense is... Yeah, it began on 1049. I guess it's what happened. I didn't even read the deal. Wow, that's so bad of me. People, whenever you have a contract to read, always read it. I know it might be a very boring read. It will be a very boring read. And a very long read as well. Always read the contracts. I know this from experience. I mean, nothing bad ever happened to me, okay? It's not like I didn't read a contract and then I had to sell my mom to some kind of internal organ donation foundation or something along those lines. No, nothing along those lines, but that's because I always read my contracts. And who knows, maybe if I haven't, then I would have to sell my mom to somebody or something. You never know, better read your contracts, kids. I have read a few, they're not very interesting. Sometimes I'm using it also, that's at the very least something, I guess. Anyway, not much is happening in those few tales. Now you may be wondering, why am I going for shrine? Usually when you settle a new city, what you want to go for first is a monument, because a new city increases your policy cost by quite a significant amount. 10% is a big deal, as you might imagine. And that's why you want a monument on your second city, because this will basically go away. This will basically negate the kind of malus that you get. Not entirely, obviously, but it will help you out a great deal, which is, in my book, very important. However, right now I'm struggling to get my own religion. I do want a religion and I want it to be good, so I need to rush one before AI takes all the good stuff from me. Usually that is not what you have to do. You don't have to focus on religion, but since I do have a decent faith gain from my incense, I figure I might as well. Besides, having cool religion is cool. It does give you a sense of power and whatnot. Anyway, let's open technology tree. I just finished currency, very powerful and nice thing to have. So what do I want to go for next? Colosseum. I do need my happiness, and I already... Actually, iron walking could be helpful when I go to war. I'm not gonna lie, I have the access to iron, which is something... I usually do not have this kind of luck to actually have access to iron ever, so I should actually press this advantage I've got. Heroic Epic is also pretty good. Could? What is that? Whatever. Good to have, so I might go for that before construction. So I'll do just that. Now, construction is usually pretty vitally important, because it does give you access to Colosseum, and you need that in order to maintain a decent happiness in your empire after you go into your third city. 2 cities, not too difficult. I mean, even when they have a lot of population, it's still relatively easy to stay on the positive of happiness, although you obviously want to have as much as possible in order to get to a golden age faster. But once you get the third city, that's when things could go a little bit, dire for you, because that's even more unhappiness from a city. Oh, another religion, that's annoying. Anyway, that's even more unhappiness from a city, and even more happiness from citizens, and you're gonna get a lot of citizens when you have 3 or more cities, because multiple cities are growing at the same time. Things could go out of control very quickly for you then. That's why you need Colosseums pretty much very early if you want to even have a chance of surviving. That's at least my take on it, and that's why I usually try to go for Colosseums as early as possible. Also, why did I just make this road over here and then stopped? As in, nope. The cook as a drilled. I guess I forgot I was making it. Anyway, somebody made Church of Yeon. As long as it's neither of my neighbors, I'm actually content. Although Suleiman does have his pantheon already, so he is going for a religion of his own. But neither Indonesians, Indonesia, that's how you're supposed to call it, nor England are actually going for faith, because otherwise they would have their pantheon beliefs already. So that's good. I will not have to compete with them. Also, Suleiman did finish his Terracotta Army. That's a very scary concept, let me tell you that, because Terracotta Army means that he essentially doubled his military, more or less, obviously, but still the point is, he's got a copy of every unit he already has in game. So for example, if... I will take a catapult, thank you. So if he had, for example, a warrior, archer, swordsman, and a catapult, he gets a warrior, archer, swordsman, and catapult from the Terracotta Army. It's a very early game-ish wonder, and it doesn't give you anything afterwards except for 1 catcher per turn, which is something at least. But, this early game boost, it means... Come on, phone, that's not the good time. But this early game boost means that you can wreck whoever you want to conquer. And I was, unfortunately... Actually,
let not the pains of death which come upon thee enter into my body. I am the god Tem, and I am in the foremost part of the sky, and the power which protecteth me is that which is with all the gods forever.
I'm sorry, I do like this quote. Anyway, what was I even saying? Oh, actually, there is a weapon that I can kill. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so basically if you have a Terracotta Army, you can use this to your advantage, you can rush somebody, and sometimes even wipe out an entire civilization just because you rushed Terracotta Army. Anyway, right now, I'm actually thinking about going for representation. First of all, it does mean that I'll be able to get more culture faster, which is always good in my book. I do love to get me some, decent policies. And also another golden age. It could be useful. I mean, getting more gold per turn is certainly a thing. It would allow me to either upgrade some units or maybe even buy out some military units, and I do need them if I want to conquer London. Meritocracy is pretty cool. I do like going for meritocracy, besides I needed to finish library, but even right now I do not even have any cities connected to my capital, and when I do, it will be just +1 happiness, and slightly less unhappiness. Slightly. So representation all the way. Thank you very much, game. It was very nice of you. And another golden age just after I finished the previous one. Gee, it feels like I'm playing Persia all over again. Yeah, I may have owned Gainsay as Persian, or, you know, in our private multiplayer matches. Although I think, no, we didn't even finish that. But I am going to own him as Persian, let's face it. I'm right now in the state where I'm in this constant golden age mode. Persia is really sometimes kinda awesome, you just never stop being in golden age. Anyway, do I need so many workers? Well, for now, actually, they could be useful potentially to, you know, make me a lot of roads very, very quickly. So I'll do just that. So the one guy over here to make a road over there. And keep in mind, those guys make roads in a single turn, because that's what pyramids plus my policy give me. There is my policy. Citizenship. So now they can just easily make roads, which is amazing. I am losing quite a bit of gold on those guys. I might actually sacrifice one of those sooner or later. Not just... not yet, however. Not yet. I do not really think it's necessary. Anyway, something else I was supposed to do. Oh yeah. So, as much as I need this guy to produce as many units as possible, as quickly as possible, I do believe that going for default focus is also good. Look, it doesn't even save me much production anyway, and now I'm gaining more food, which is essential to my survival. And I'm not exaggerating. Alright, after Catapult, I guess a horseman is in order. I don't want somebody fast to be on the, you know, present for me on the battlefield. And having a horseman will fit this... A horseman will fit this role quite nicely, for obvious reason. He is a horseman after all, that's what he does. And also, with a horseman I'll be able to get to, you know, surround London faster and easier. And also I just realized, I probably should go for optics. Being able to embark and attack London from the side would be very good, because London right now is protected by this mountain, and it is a pretty good protection. I mean, no matter how I try to get to London, it will be a very difficult task, because there are only two passageways, very narrow ones as well, to London. They are both hills with forests, so it takes ages for me to actually walk through them, and people in London can just fire on my units till the end of time while I'm trying to make my way to London. So you know what? Iron walking and construction, all nice and dandy, but I need to rush optics, and I need to rush it badly. Iron walking, however, I just realized I do not think I really actually desperately need it. Catapults would take London for me, and spearmen are good enough, actually, for now. I'm satisfied with them, I'm content, one might even say. So let's get that. Iron walking. If I do manage to conquer London, I will not need it later. As well, and I do want to rush theology because it does give me access to some nice wonders, and having at least one of those would boost my ego by a nice amount, and I do like me some wonders, as you are definitely aware. I'm definitely the kind of wonder person. When in Civ 5 or any other Civ, if I had any other Civ, I always would go for wonders, because yeah, and somebody already enhanced their religion. Holy Toledo. I guess those are Brazilians. They are busy, I can tell you that for a fact. Scary really, because there are some really nice enhancements, and it's annoying that they are going to get it. Peace treaty expired. Fortunately, I do not think that Suleiman has any intention of conquering me, because we are so far away from each other. I suppose that. Now, people start to forget the fact that I declared war on somebody. That's nice, but I'm about to declare another war, so this will be a problem. Now, Pulsan is ready for another construction. What do I want to make over there? Well, there isn't anything that is a major priority, so I'll just go for the good old monument to give me some extra, you know, culture, and also I'll be able to grab those tiles faster as well, which is nice. And then library, I guess. I mean, I do need my science. Science is good. And that's really all the explanation I need. And let's actually have a quick look at demographics, see how I do. I've got the absolute worst population, while the English have the best. This is a problem, and yet another reason why I should attack them quickly, because with my population, I'm just so far behind, there's no way I'll be able to stay in this game for long. Manufacture goods, they are so far behind, and it is a very important statistic as well. Soldiers, I'm the worst as well, which is frightening, but I'm just starting to get my military. I'll be able to get more soon, hopefully, maybe. Let's pray that this is the case. Approval, I'm not the worst, which is actually kind of surprising, but science, somebody is actually beating me, and science is the thing that, as Korea, you need to be concerned most about, because this is the only thing you have going for you, basically. Maybe not the only thing we've got going for you, but one of the major things we've got going for you for a very, very long time. Anyway, I seriously do not need 4 walkers. I'm just going to sacrifice this guy, get a little bit more gold from him, and save some gold per turn as the direct result as well. This mine is ready. It doesn't actually give me any bonus production, which is a shame, but at least it's here. Let's use this walker to actually get another piece of road faster, which is good for everyone involved, in my honest opinion. Anything else? Well, this guy should actually continue healing up so he can hit on this encampment and actually finish killing it off. And this guy, be ready to kill any settlers that come through, because honestly, if the English want to expand to the east, then this would be a problem. This would hinder my plans. And Petra has been built. That's annoying. I really wanted the Petra to be built in Busan, because it actually can build a Petra. Well, now it cannot, because it has been built already. Oh well, there isn't much I can do now, and this means that this tile, this patch of land, this desert is completely useless. Annoying, because there is actually a crab tile to the west, but there's absolutely no reason for me to expand over there, so I guess I'll never get this crab tile. But that's another big problem. I have some crabs over here and here. Maybe I'll settle a new city like here. As I said, I will do so. Yeah, that's probably what is going to happen anyway. Now, those guys, they need to make a road, but let's think, can I actually make a road all the way to Seoul in one go? I cannot, because if those guys make a road, actually, yes I can. Then those guys can go over here, stick have a 10, make a road, and la-di-da. That's how I roll. Pyramids plus citizenship combo for the win. 110, 3 pieces of road, like nothing. Like it's not even a problem, like I'm not even trying. Obviously I am, but whatever, shut up. Alright, so that's it for this then. Let's skip to the next one. Things are going reasonably smooth thus far, but I don't like the fact that I am still quite far behind. I'm doing decently in score. Surprisingly enough, I'm doing decent in score, even though demographics show that I'm clearly a fairly weak person. But apparently I'm just pretty much the jack of all trades, and obviously science is also the thing that boosts my score by a ton. Actually, I can see what boosts my score. 100 from Wonders, actually, yeah, that's probably all I've got going for me. Wonders are what makes me awesome. And then 64 from Technology, that was to be expected. Let's actually see what the English have going for them. What do they have in terms of... they've got some from policies, some from technology, quite a bit from technology, and mostly from population. There isn't actually anything on about military over here in the score, which is annoying because I wanted to see how powerful the English are in terms of military. Unfortunately, I will never know how powerful they really are. Anyway, let's actually start improving some towns around Busan, because it's fairly important. I know it says Busan, but I'm pretty sure if I remember that it's Busan. I mean, that's how it's written in Korean. I could be wrong. I'm gonna admit it has been a while since I looked at Korean map. For whatever reason, I guess I didn't need to look at Korean map at all, and I didn't have too many tasks which involved actually writing the word Busan that I had to complete. So anyway, I did hear a lot of things about the city, however, the beach and whatnot. Personally, I probably wouldn't like it because it's too far to the south, so I assume it's even hotter than the rest of Korea, and I'm pretty much the guy who should live on Greenland, and even then I would be hot. I was born in a blizzard, okay? That's what happened. It was in the middle of winter, it was snowing like I have no idea, one of the coldest days of all times, and that's when I was born. So yeah, I'm entitled to liking cold, and I feel really bad when it's above like 23 degrees Celsius is the top of my optimum, I would say. Optimum for me is like 22, anything lower is still fine, all the way to like, let's say 11 degrees Celsius, that's when I start feeling not cold, but I feel like I need to wear something a little bit thicker. Anyway, that's useless knowledge for you guys, because hey, why not? Let's move this catapult actually. I don't want to move it to the sea tile, because I do remember that there is quite a few barbarians that are roaming around those tiles, but pirates I guess we could call them. So what I'm going to do is just move my units that will be embarking to this little peninsula, and then I'll move them across this narrow coast tile, across to the other, you know, jungle tiles, and from there I will be able to attack London. Although those are jungle tiles, and there are a lot of jungle tiles, so I will not have a clear shot unless I'm literally one hex away from London, which is going to be even more problematic. As I said, London is in such a well-defended position, it will be a nightmare to conquer it, trust me. Also, wasn't it yet another phone call? No, it wasn't, I'm just imagining things. Alright. So this thing, why does it only bring me gold and... Oh, because it's in a desert, alright. I was surprised it doesn't give me any food or production, but that's because this instance tower is actually all in a desert, and deserts are usually useless unless you have Petra, which is very powerful and awesome, but I don't have it. Sadly. Anyway, what I think I'm also going to do is make a road all the way to here, so that if I need to do things like that, I can reinforce my units or run away very quickly. So let's actually do that. It will cost me a lot of gold, and keep in mind, my gold is right now significantly boosted by my golden age, so I need to be careful not to make too much of this road. Maybe I will not continue making a road over here, but I will make a road in this forest and on those hills, and then I'll continue making this road further over here. I might actually chop down this forest. I mean, it will be chopped down when I settle a city over here, so there's no need for me to have this forest over here. It just makes my units go slower. So I need a road over here and a road over here as well. So there's a three pieces of road, another 3 gold per 10 that I'll have to lose, but you know, it's an expense that I'll have to deal with. Market could be pretty decent, I'm not gonna lie. Actually, barracks, since it does look like I'll need some more experienced units to attack, I will need this barracks quite badly, and I will need another catapult. It does mean, however, that it takes me a longer time to actually do to make any useful structures in Seoul, but that's how it goes, unfortunately. I could actually go for stables. It does mean that I'll have more production and whatnot, but I do want lighthouse badly. More food is nice, then I'll have also more production, especially if I started to walk this fish tower. I'll think about it. I might scrap the lighthouse. As I said, I will think about it. Anyway, let's understand how long is this cast. Not too long, and everybody's making religious. Only 2 are left. If I don't hurry up, if I don't get my great prophet soon, then I'll be in a pretty bad spot. And Suleiman, he is going for a lot of wonders. Now he's got the Great War, where it's a good thing I'm not trying to actually conquer him, and I don't think I ever will. So yeah, otherwise it could be quite difficult to do anything to him. Obviously, he's got a much more powerful military than I do as well, so yeah. Knack philosophy. Somebody made it. Fortunately, neither of my neighbors did, so I'm still relatively content. Anyway, there's a road over here. Good. Let's start moving towards in this direction, so I can chop down this forest tile. You do something over there. You settle over there. And as for my walkers, obviously I do want to start walking on this instance ASAP, so like I said to others. And those forest tiles, I think I'll just chop them down and turn them into farms, especially since this one is on the grassland, and grassland is amazing for food, and I do need some more food in Busan. Also, chopping down the forest gives you a one-time boost to production. In early game, it's actually a pretty legit way of getting your structures made, especially in cities with not a high amount of population. Anyway, with the amount of incidents, I could actually trade with some people, so let's have a quick look. I'm probably trading with Suleiman and, yeah, Hamada, so maybe I can trade with Elizabeth. At least for a while, she would give me something, but she's got nothing to give me. Gold per 10, she's not going to give me 6, and even 6 is not good enough for the instances I've got. Unfortunately, I wish it would be otherwise. I need to meet more people, I guess, to you know, deal with this instance abundance, because otherwise my people will be just high all the time. And we don't want this to be the case. You know what, I'll just sell it for cheap to Elizabeth.
Again?
Because,
Go ahead.
Why not? I have so much instance, I mean I already have 2 units of instance, but...
Would you be interested in a trade agreement with England?
Well, I do love her English. Yes, I would. Thank you very much, dear Queen. Would you mind a cup of tea? Tea? I cannot even describe how sad it is to actually, you know, face somebody who speaks wonderful English and then be as pathetic as I am. Whatever, let's accept this deal. I'm going to backstab her soon enough, but that's at least giving me a little bit of bonus in terms of gold, and I need all the gold I can get for obvious reasons. My military will cost quite a lot to maintain, especially after my golden age enters, and everybody is entering medieval era, because why not? Highly annoying and highly infuriating, but there's not much I can do about it. Now, we also entered this point in the game where it's no longer possible for me to actually get any new wonders, because AI will get to them before I do, they'll make them before I do. And that's something that happens. I could make a lumber mill, I won't though. That's something that happens on Immortal, and that's something you have to bear in mind. I'm fine with that because I actually made a lot of wonders beforehand, so it's all not too bad. Also, actually, I'm thinking about moving this catapult foot, you know, over here, so that when it lands on this tower, and from this tower, it will be actually able to fire on London. So let's move this catapult over here. This will alarm Elizabeth. And if she comes at me and asks if I have any intentions of going to war with her, I have to lie saying that I don't, and then I'll, you know, actually break this promise and go to war with her, and this will cause AI to absolutely despise me. I can deal with that, but it will be highly annoying, so I hope that she doesn't confront me about my military standing next to her, although she's probably gathered already. Not yet, she will be though. Anyway, I do love the fact that red mod pack is actually a thing. Look at this. Usually I would have just a stupid standard horseman skin over here, but now I've got the Korean one, because hey, why not? It's really kinda cool. Anyway, let's end this turn as well and continue making my military and structures that enhance my military barracks will actually be very important. I should have gone for them earlier so that the few units I already made would actually be more potent. They would at least have some shock improvements so that they would be more efficient in jungle towns. And there's plenty of jungle towns in England, as you all know. But, you know, there's much I could have done in this respect. I mean, I could have, but I didn't. That's generally the gist of it. Anyway, please do make me some of that. And by that, I mean, how's it called? Farm. There we go. Please make a farm, and let's get more iron as well. Obviously not training with anybody. I don't trust England because I'm about to attack them. I don't trust the Indonesia because, you know, they might attack me. And I could trade it to Suleiman, but he might hold a grudge. I keep saying that he's so far away that it will not matter, but at the same time, what if it does? And what if he does attack me? Then I'll be able to repair him very easily because there's this narrow chop point. You know what? Yeah, let's do this. Let's actually sell him all the iron I've got right now. Actually, hold on a second. How much will I gain? 2. Alright, let's sell all the iron I've got right now, and the 2 I can use to make some swordsmen if I need to. So, hey Suleiman, I've got another deal for you.
Selamlar.
I don't know if he's actually speaking in the Arabian. I mean, I guess he does, but maybe it's a different dialect. I don't know. Anyway, let's try my Arabian. Salam alaikum. So, yeah, that's my Arabian. That's more or less. Oh, I know, it's kind of sad. I always wanted to learn an Arabian, but I imagine it would take such a long time, and I'm already busy learning Korean, so you know it's kind of difficult. Anyway, how much will you give me for 5 iron?
Gelin pazarlığa tutuşalım. Hoşunuza gider mi?
Zagidarni? No, I'm not gonna go for Zagidarni. I need more gold than that. I'm just not gonna give you as much iron, I guess.
Gelin pazarlığa tutuşalım. Hoşunuza gider mi?
Well, yeah. How about I give you 2 iron for 3 gold? He says he's content with that. Well, at least I get some more gold, and I don't need this iron anyway. So let's go for that.
Tamam.
Tamam, indeed. I hope he didn't offend me and I didn't offend him in return, because this would be kinda awkward. That's why, kids, you need to learn foreign languages, because they're really useful. Really. And actually kinda cool, especially if you find the one that you really like, for example like me with my Korean. And that's a bug. Apparently sometimes when you clear a forest, you just lose vision over one of your cities. It does happen for me every now and again. It did actually give me some production in Seoul, amusingly enough, don't know how, but it did. Anyway, that's done. I think I'll actually go for stable. I mean, having some more cavalry is actually pretty bad at taking cities. I mean, I do need some of it in case I need to have some kind of backup unit to run in there and take a city, but then again, I'm not sure. Actually, it feels like I do need... I mean, spearmen are cool, okay? They are pretty cool, but I feel like I might actually need my swordsman. I know I'm a very indecisive person, but swordsman I think is going to be necessary for me in this case, so let's actually do just that, and for now this will be good enough for me. You dear guy, I'm afraid that if I move him close to the English borders, she will confront me. It still doesn't look like she wants to, but she might do so very soon. Let's be very cautious about the next few turns, which will, most of those few next turns will actually come in the next part, because we are reaching the half-hour mark. And this is usually when I split my videos, because longer videos, yeah, you know, half-hour videos, it's usually what I say is the perfect amount of time spent on a video. Either that or 25 minutes, it depends on the kind of content you create. But 4X games, definitely 30 minutes, because they do take a long time to do anything. The most literate people, Suleiman is as literate as I am, and there's somebody else also as literate, and there's somebody who's got the advantage over the 3 of us, which is a problem. Elizabeth is only 1 behind. I was hoping to be more in a lead, but at the very least, I'm not too far behind either, so it's all good. Monaco was a trade route. You know what? I want a trade route myself, and it doesn't look like there are any pirates over here, so I think I will in fact make a cargo ship. I could buy a cargo ship. I don't have enough money to buy. Actually, I don't. They are very expensive. Holy Toledo. I'll save my money to buy out, I guess a swordsman would be a decent purchase for the amount of gold I've got. And I'll just make a cargo ship instead. How much does it take? 4 turns? Man, that's a long time. It really is, but trade routes, they're very beneficial. They give you a lot of gold, and having Monaco like me, this would help me a lot. It really, really would. So anyway, I think it's time for me to say my outro. It was PANCZASU, the Mighty Mix Spammer. If you somehow managed to enjoy my videocast, then please by all means like it. Maybe even subscribe to my channel if you wish to see more of my work. Please also leave a comment, they help me out a great deal, and I really do enjoy reading them, and they make me feel like I've got a purpose as a YouTuber. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you online.